What's up, everyone? Welcome to Chef Venting. Okay, so I have a few minutes before I go in the kitchen and start prepping. I came in the kitchen, not the kitchen, I came to the restaurant, the kitchen, very early today, and I kind of just been going over some stuff with the menu, and I've just documenting this right now. The menu needs work. I have to just work on the menu. The menu, honestly, I know not everybody agrees, but I mean, it's just, my whole thing is that the menu kind of lost its identity. And it's because when we first opened, and I started pointing these things out, and again, you don't notice a lot of things because you are in the mix. Like, we've done this and we're living it, and it should be the opposite. Or you're living it, you should know exactly, but you just get blindsided, I guess. And if I'm looking in the outside, I would probably be able to notice it better, but I'm living this every day, and it's kind of just the way it is. And that's not an excuse, but I know these last 2 years, again, we did a lot of changes to just make everything more streamlined. A lot of it had to do with availability. A lot of it had to do with stuff that the prices just went up, and it was just not worth getting it. The business was not there. But in, consequences with the actions that were taken, trying to maneuver these weird times, is the consequence is that the menu kind of lost its identity. It's just very, very straightforward. The more I look at it, I'm like, holy shit, why did I not notice this so much? Like, it's just, don't get me wrong, before it was very, very strong French, and we had some really nice Spanish influences on dishes. We had the braised lamb shanks, that, very authentic French style dish. Then we had the paella, which was Spanish, and we had some empanada, Caribbean, and that was kind of the theme of the menu. And again, a lot of the stuff was very difficult to keep up. We shortened the menu down, and some stuff was just really hard to get, and some stuff it was just didn't make sense to carry during business was going up and down, and at one time the restaurants in Philadelphia were just closed. So we were just doing takeout. So a lot of that food really does not travel well at all. So we were just, the menu was basically out the door. And we came up with a easier menu to execute for takeout. And we did the family meals. During the family meals, we were able to maintain some of that, Caribbean feel and that identity. But then the family meals start selling. And then we start trying new things for the family meals. And again, the consequences of all these changes and everything, trying to maneuver and adapt whatever to everything that was going on, is that the menu lost its identity. So I'm going to be working on this for the next week. I canceled the chef's tasting, which I kind of had to. This is a small part of it, but we also, when I created the whole chef's tasting and the platform, I kind of messed it up a little bit. Of course, I don't know why I'm making these little mistakes, but maybe I made that mistake because of this. It was not taking reservations. It was kind of shut off way too early to take reservations, and it stopped taking reservations, I think, last week. And the problem is, we just know, like, people may want to do reservations this week. They'll wait till that week to do it. Not many people do reservations that very, very early. When they do, it's just it happens, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm starting to get reservations for this week, but it's not something that happens, like, it's not the norm that we get so many, or we get most of our reservations the week before. Most of the reservations are made the week of. So I kind of messed that up. Again, I'm going to be working on the menu in the next couple of weeks. I already got some feedback. Some people see exactly what I'm saying. I think I'm just very clear now of basically what has happened to the menu. And I just got to get the menu its identity back. That's it. If anybody has any comments, put them down. Subscribe if you haven't. Again, this is it. This is what I'm up to today, man. All right, peace later.